Hey. It's been about 50 days since we brought bulls out here to the ranch to get all my cows bred, and today, for a variety of reasons, it's time for 2 of them to go back home. That's what we're doing today on Farmer Tyler Ranch. If you guys missed the previous video, we had to take the Hereford Bull out of the main cow herd because he was starting to develop a limp on one of his front hooves. Now, after having a couple of weeks to rest in this little pen here, he's actually walking really well again, and I almost can't even detect a limp now. After looking at his hooves, I can see that he's got a split in one of them, and I talked to the owner about this a little bit, and he said that he's going to have the vet out to his ranch pretty soon, which is one of the reasons why we're taking him back over there today. And when he does have the vet out there, they're going to take a look at him and see if this isn't maybe something that they can cure. So there you go, buddy. You might have another season yet. You don't want to look at me? The Hereford Bull had access to at least 2 heat cycles out there with the cows, and we've still got a Black Angus bull out there that will be out there for another couple of months just to clean up anything that these guys might have missed when they were working together. So it will be really interesting to see come March how many of these calves coming out looking like Herefords and how many come out looking solid black. The other bull leaving today, if he'll hold still for me, is our Heifer Bull. Now, regular viewers are probably going to get pretty sick and tired of me explaining what a Heifer Bull is, but every time I say that term, I get a bunch of questions of people asking me, a heifer's a female, a bull's a male, what's the deal? So, in a nutshell, a Heifer Bull is a bull that is intended to only be used on heifers because his genetic makeup makes it so that his calves are a lot smaller. So, when these girls have their calves for the first time this next March, they're a lot easier for them to deliver. As I said before, he's been out here with them for about 50 days, so he's almost had 3 heat cycles with them. But I feel pretty confident that they are all bred. For one, because they're always in very close quarters. They've only had access to this little 1-acre pasture, or they'll be in this dry lot here. So they can never get too far from him. And if they're in heat, he's definitely gonna know about it. The other way, or the other reason that I feel pretty confident about these girls is that I've noticed in the mornings, the Heifer Bull is always off, sleeping by himself, laying by himself. He just does not have any sort of desire to kind of be with these girls unless they're eating or something like that. So that in itself is a really good indication that they are all bred. All right, now I made a mistake yesterday. I didn't come through these corrals and spray the wasp nests, so that is definitely something that we're dealing with this morning. But I think I pretty well got the gates set now, and I won't have to do the old spray and run anymore. So let's see if this guy will get up into the trailer. I need to get on the other side of this bull and push him back up towards the trailer. And as gentle as he is, I still am a little leery about walking right next to him in this alleyway because he could try to kick me. I don't think he will. He could turn and push me against the fence with his head. I don't think he'll do that either. But there's a decent chance that he might just try to turn around when I'm next to him, and without even really realizing it, he could pin me right up against that corral fence with his butt. And I would say that butt weighs a lot more than I do. So what I'm gonna do is probably kind of climb up on the side of the fence and get in front of him. That way, if he turns around, he's not gonna hit me. Yeah, you might be all right. If I can get you to turn around, then we're good. Ugh. Come on, old boy. I know, I'm making you walk through star thistles. You just want to eat. You're not even worried about this. Come on, boy. Hey. Do I need to go get the paddle? Do I need to go get the paddle? Let's go. Come on. So again, I'm pretty close to him right now, but notice the angle I'm standing. If they kick, it's probably going to be straight back. I don't even think his leg can really bend in a way to kick me where I'm standing right here. So I'm trying to sort of put some pressure on him, but he's just too gentle. He's not worried about me standing here at all. So I think I'm gonna have to go get my paddle. All right, so I got my paddle here now, and it's worth saying that these are not actually intended to beat the living hell out of the animals, as some people might have a tendency to use them. Mostly we're just using it to touch him and stay a safe distance back. And we got the rattle in there, and they could just kind of have a natural tendency to stay away from that sound. So let's see if this is gonna do it. All right. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Atta boy. Keep it going. Keep it going. Get this crowd gate on you. Keep it going. Hey, boy. Step up. Alrighty. Okay, put your seatbelt on. All right, so you can see how much difference that paddle makes, and we didn't have to go too hard on him, and just sort of enough to let him know we were there. You guys notice that I closed that divider gate in the trailer, and I usually do that with bulls if I can. It's not always possible. If you can't close it though, usually that's because you have enough bulls in there that they're packed together, and when they're sort of packed together like that, they can't really start fighting with each other. This trailer is big enough though that if those two bulls are in there together without that gate closed, one of them could potentially start a fight with the other, and you do not want that to happen while you're going down the road. So if you got a small load like this, maybe something to keep in mind. Now I'm hoping that the Heifer Bull is just as easy, or maybe even easier. I don't know. He's gentle, but he's probably not as gentle as that Hereford Bull. So my hope is that I can just leave all the gates open leading up to the trailer and just run him right on in there. We'll see what happens. If all those heifers are bred, he'll be a lot easier to sort off. So we'll just have to see. I was just thinking, or remembering, the last time I filmed this video, last year, that Heifer Bull had the decency to try to donkey kick me when I was standing right behind him with the camera and give me a really good thumbnail. And I think that's probably why that video did so well, but he didn't want to kick me today, so I don't know what I'm going to do for a thumbnail, but I'll figure it out. that is going to conclude these guys' workout here on the ranch for this year. I don't know if we'll get either one of these guys back for next year. The Heifer Bull is getting pretty old, so I don't know if he's going to work for another year or not. And the fate of the Hereford Bull is still somewhat unclear. Well, actually, I know that this is our last year with the Hereford Bull, no matter what happens to him, because next breeding season, his daughters will be out in the main cow herd, and well, we don't want that. Thanks for hanging out at the ranch with me today, guys, and I hope I'll see you again on Farmer Tyler Ranch.